guys. Today we're going to be working on solving math problems that have both parts unknown. So we're going to do a practice one to start with. So we're taking a look at our bears, and our bears are playing in our forest. Our number problem goes like this. There are 7 bears playing in the forest. Some are red, some are green. So now we're going to solve our problem to see how many could be red and how many could be green. So let's see how many of each there could be. So I might go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and show my 7 bears playing in the forest. So I have 1, 2, 3 red bears and 1, 2, 3, 4 green bears. 3 and 4 is 7. But that's not the only way that we could solve the problem. That's just one way we could solve the problem. So let's move our bears back up with their friends. And we can use a different amount of each color bear to solve our problem. So remember, we have 7 bears playing in the forest. Some are red, some are green. We could put all 5 of our red bears down here and count on from there. 5, 6, 7, which still gives us 7 bears playing in the forest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2 more is 7. 5 and 2 is 7. Let's find another way to make 7 bears playing in the forest. We could put just 1, 2, 3, 4 red bears, 5, 6, 7, and 3 green bears. 4 and 3 is 7. So when we're solving number problems with 2 different colors or 2 different objects, and we don't know what our parts are, we could solve them in different ways. Let's try some more. Okay, so on our math page today, we are going to be putting the colors yellow and blue together to make the number 7. And we're going to do it 2 different times here, but we're going to practice one first. So I don't have cubes, which you probably don't have cubes at home either, but we're going to practice one with some bears. I have blue and yellow bears here, and then we're going to use our crayons to draw our 2 different ways. So I'll show you guys how to do that here in just a second. But let's practice one together. So we know we want to make the whole of 7, but it's saying that we can use question mark yellows and question mark blues. So that's saying you guys get to pick how many yellows and how many blues you use. But we can only have our whole of 7. So we're going to start with yellow because that's the color that comes first in our addition sentence. So I think I'm going to start with 3 yellow bears and then count on to find out how many blue bears I need. 3, count on to 7, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Let's check. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if we were filling in our number sentence, would write 7 equals 3 yellows and 4 blues. Now, that's not the only way. Just like we talked about with our red and green bears playing in the forest, there could be other ways to solve that problem. So we could start, and we're going to start with yellow again, just for fun. We could do 1 yellow bear playing in the forest, and the rest could be blue. So we're going to count on to 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So if we were filling in our number sentence, we would want to write 7 is 1. So we would write our number 1 for yellow, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for our blue. 1 and 6. 7 equals 1 plus 6. All right, so now I'm going to show you how we can just use crayons to draw this instead of using our cubes. All right, since most of us probably don't have blocks at home, we're just going to draw a line right down the middle. And we're going to draw our cubes up here for our first problem and our cubes up here for our second problem. So remember, you get to pick what your parts are to make 7. We just need 2 different ways to make 7. So I'll do the first one with you. So we might draw 1, 2, 3 yellow cubes. And if you want to, you can color them in quickly. And then we need to count on to 7. So we have 1, 2, 3. We're going to switch to our blue. 4, 5, 6, 7. So now let's take a peek. We have 3 yellows. And you could even write that in yellow if you want to. I don't know if you'll be able to see. 3 yellows and 1, 2, 3, 4 blues. So we're going to say 7 is 3 and 4, or 7 equals 3 plus 4. Now we're going to do the same thing over here, except we have to use a different amount of yellows and a different amount of blue, but we still need to have 7 as our whole. So I'll let you guys do that one on your own, but make sure it needs to be different than 3 yellows and 4 blues. All right, on the back side of our page, we have a separate space for each of the 4 problems that we need to build. So we're going to take a look at the top. We see that we're going to be working with red and yellow. So you might want to get out your red and yellow crayon. And we are making a whole of 3. It's saying 3 is, how many reds and how many yellows? And you guys get to pick. You guys get to pick one way and then find another way. So let's do the first one together. So I'm going to make sure that I'm drawing a whole of 3. So I know that when I pick my number for my red, it has to be 3 or less. I'm going to do 2 reds and 1 yellow. 2, 3. Then you can write your numbers if you want to with crayons, or you can use pencil. Half a heart will never do. Slide to the right to make a 2. 1 for my yellow. Now I need to show 3 again, but this time I cannot do 2 reds and 1 yellow. I have to do a different way to show it. So I might show 0 reds and then count on to 3 with my yellow. 0, 1, 2, and 3. So it's telling me 3 is, I'm going to look to see how many reds I drew. I drew 0 reds. And I drew 1, 2, 3 yellows. All right, now we have 2 different ways to show how we made 3. Now it's your turn to show ways to make 10. This time you're going to use blue and green. Have fun, guys, and have a great day.